If you are the account owner, you can view and edit your company preferences in the Administration tab. The General settings allow you to nominate email domains that are in use at your company. You can set a default work pattern in the Calendar field. The headcount and billing details are read-only. If you have questions about this, please ask your account manager. In line with GDPR, you should consider what your data retention period should be. You can set that here. You can either store leavers' absence records indefinitely or automatically delete them after a set number of months. Deleted records cannot be restored. You can personalize Engage to show your company logo and colors. The colors should be entered in 6-digit hexadecimal codes starting with a hash tag. You can define your absence cost, long-term absence definition, and target absence level. If you're not sure what an absence day costs in your organization, use our absence cost calculator to find out. The cost value will feature on the dashboard and in the cost of absence reports. Long-term absence definition is set in calendar days. Often this is 28 calendar days. The medium-term setting is optional. When in use, it's normally set to 8 or 14 calendar days. Employee details allow you to add custom fields to employee profiles. Job titles can be used to report on absence levels by job title. Employment terms are often used to distinguish employees who receive company sick pay from those on basic statutory sick pay. If you require other custom fields, you can add your own here. Once set, you can add any of the custom fields for absence data analysis. They are available to select in the Custom Data Table report. Group permissions allow you to create custom groups of employees and managers based on departments and job roles. Each group can be granted access to employee records in another group. This is useful if you have several managers and employees listed in the same department and you don't want the managers to be able to view each other's records. Watch tutorial number 40 for more detail on group permissions. Managers can dismiss tasks by default. If you prefer not to allow this, you can disable it here. We do not recommend doing this as it can lead to a higher number of support queries. Engage Return to Work interview form is modular and customizable. Watch tutorial number 39 to find out more. Engage can track absence and holidays. To define your holiday settings, watch tutorial 18. Privacy is of high importance when it comes to absence data. You can set some overarching rules for your organization here. If these are disabled here at high level, setting them to Show in the trigger settings will not work. Consider carefully whether it is necessary to share absence reasons and notes in email notifications. It can be useful for managers to have easy access to this information. However, for tighter security, disable sharing this private information over email, and managers will be required to log into Engage to view these details via the encrypted connection. You can use our Data API for automated data feeds in and out of Engage. Refer to our API documentation for full details on how this works. Your company policy defines what policy messages are shown in the Resource Center in your policy area. All users in your organization will be able to access this page. Sick pay rules are shown to managers if you use the Sick Pay tool. Standard messages for absence registration script are shown at the bottom of the forms when you create or update absences. If using the Day 1 absence reporting service, this should outline how often the employee needs to call the absence line. COVID-19 isolation messages for absence registration script allows you to modify the closing message for COVID-related absences. If you want the standard messages to apply for all absences, leave these fields blank. Custom messages for absence registration script allow you to add your policy messages into the Day 1 absence reporting process. We recommend you seek guidance from your account manager before changing any of the scripted messages. Some notifications and task settings are predefined, so you can start using them without any additional setup. You won't be able to delete or amend these, but you can opt in or out. If you prefer to create your own settings, open the Custom Settings section to do that. Here you have the option to create, edit and delete settings. You can also temporarily disable and enable settings if needed. To find out more about trigger settings, watch tutorial 22.